Hi guys, I'm with my navigator, Ulrich, and I'm the driver of this session. And we are doing chapter 1 of Htmx.
Hi, I'm Ulrich and I'm the navigator.
So, as we carry on, we created a web page that has a simple request example. And this simple research button has the button fetch some stuff. So with this fetch some stuff, we managed to edit it in our module here. This is just the animation that I did. Instead of simple users, I just said fetch users. Then a prompt came up saying, do you want to proceed with fetching users? Then I clicked OK. This is the users that I get. And let me guys show you my code. So first of all, we had our server.js. This is where the whole process, the main process that is happening. So we have the static folder where the first URL encoded bodies and we first the JSON bodies and have a handle get request to fetch users. And to start the server, we had to put in a number called 3000. Now when I go to my module, you can see if I type in localhost in my tab, I click this, it refers me to this page. So without any further ado, let's get into it. So first of all, I had to download my package.json in my terminal, and it comes up with all this information automatically when I run the terminal. And then the package underscore log.js, the same thing happens. And then we have, this is where I created a public folder where I had to put in the structure of my web page, which is Htmx Cyber UI. As you can see, the Cyber UI comes with this animation. Let me just refresh. So it comes with this animation that has different colors in it. And I had to animate the gradient background. As you can see, these are the colors. So here we don't type purple. Instead, we put in the numbers hashtag 32B63. But that's not the main thing that I'm talking about. And for the node modules, this automatically, as soon as I run the node command, let me see if I can show you guys. Okay, it's not here. As soon as I run the command, let me just write it somewhere here. As soon as I run the command n n m p nmp what do they call it? Nmp node. As soon as I run the command node man, it it automatically comes with the node modules. So we have the bin, we have the accepts, the animatch, the array, the body paiser, the debug. So everything is here. So basically, let me show you. I installed what we call. Let me go back to the PDF. I don't want to give you wrong information, guys. So first of all, I had to start with my installations. It's somewhere here. Uh, it's somewhere here, somewhere. Ah man, come on. Okay, Htmx. So first of all, I had to install with my npm init that will create our package.json file that automatically pops up in the folder structure on my left hand side. And the npm express, this just install a dev dependency node to continuously watch our server file. So I installed npm dot dash d node man so that when I run my file, I don't always say run server. It automatically runs and go to this module. And then I had to put in this text to use import over the required syntax and add in bold and then run it. Then it creates a dev script to run our server.js. Then I had to import my express from express and const app express and then set a static folder and pass URL encoded bodies. So I bring in the express, initializing it into the app variables so that we can have a couple of lines of middleware. And this made the public folder static so that we can save HTML files from it. So this is just the way this here we are just starting our page. But the main things that we did was fetching the users button. So first of all, we had a button with the text fetch some stuff, the blue button. I changed it to fetch users, and we use a public API like JSON placeholder. So my page was like this. And then in the button, I had to send a get request with the hx get. Then add this code into my HTML, index.html. And as you can see, guys, this was a lot. I had to put it in one button and shorten it. Then I had to put in a code called hx trigger mouse so that when the user clicks the fetch some users, it redirects the user to the page of the users and the hx swap. So the response data received is placed inside the button, which shouldn't be the case. When we look at the hx swap, it allows us to swap out the button for the response. So we added hx swap in the outer HTML, and then we had to request from our own API. And this was our users. We had to reiterate although we are using Node and Express, we could do this with other backends like Django, and in our front end we had no JavaScript at all. So we added hx attributes. So this is what I did in my index.html. I added some animation, added some BTM custom hover, and our union spinner, and our user data section, then cybercard design. Then I put in the headings, Cybertrucks HTML, and fade in content so that the content is faded nicely. This is just the function, and the set timeout. So this is my server.js. These are the main parts of this. So yeah, this was my whole chapter 1 introduction, and we had a little bit of group work. We had to customize our page. So this is the whole process. When I hover, the custom hover that I did in my index.html, it redirects the user, it notifies the user if they want to go to the other page. I click OK. The user interacts with different users here. So yeah, this is our beginning of Htmx. Thank you for viewing my YouTube channel.